Alright, I've been trying to get to this for a while, but I've been backed up with videos. This your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Box Clinic and more. And they retired both of Kobe numbers. First player that had two numbers retired by one franchise, Los Angeles Lakers. Played there his whole entire career. And somehow now the idiots over at Fox, which is one of the most racist networks out there, if not number one. But that's no here nor there. Nick Wright and Chris Broussard, ESPN Reject. They're always trying to compare LeBron and Kobe, and LeBron. They're trying to put LeBron over Jordan, but I don't believe LeBron better than Kobe. I don't think he will be at this point. They're trying to pump up the fact that LeBron is having his greatest year in his year 15. Obviously, the Eastern Conference is one of the weakest conferences in all the sports, and it's been like that the last few years. And it's even worse this year. Boston is the second best team, but they're missing their second best player. So where they do that at? Any other sport, if a team is missing their second best player, usually, they're not the second best team in the conference. So, of course he's going to put up these phenomenal numbers versus inferior competition. That's just logic. It is what it is. You talking about player for player. People say, well, LeBron rebound better, he assists better. But at the end of the day, what's the name of basketball? To put the ball in the hole and to win. And I believe Kobe does that better than LeBron, period. And you want to say, what's the third thing? Stopping somebody, or the second thing before? If you could say win is the first, put the ball in the hole, and stopping somebody from putting the ball in the hole. We've seen Kevin Durant shoot over 60%, and opponents in the finals shoot over 60% versus LeBron James. While being guarded by LeBron James, they shot over 60%. So where's this notion that he's this great defensive player? You feel me? And I heard Nick Wright say, oh, Kobe's the greatest player, never been the best player in the league. Are you stupid? Kobe was the best player in the league when he scored 81. He had a streak of 60, 63, and he scored 63 points in 3 quarters. You feel me? Then he came around the next game. That was versus Dallas. He came around the next game and dropped 81. Through that stretch, he was the best player in the league. After Shaq left, he had something to prove. Now, if you want to say it didn't translate into victories, I understand. I feel you on that. But how many times has LeBron, failed in the playoffs? People forgot he lost to Dwight. He lost to Boston. He quit versus Boston. He left the team because of the Delonte West fiasco I'm not going to get into. And people, they don't, like, a lot of people don't know ball. To compare him to Jordan is just nuts. Jordan, what he won? He won the All-Star game, MVP, the dunk contest, Defensive Player of the Year, the MVP in 1 year. I think it was 88. If LeBron ever did something like that? Absolutely not. And it's like they trying to force LeBron to be great and trying to force him upon people to sell the sport of basketball. I mean, nobody forced Jordan upon nobody. People seen Jordan drop 63 at the Boston Garden, and people's eyes started to wake up. He started getting closer and closer to beating the Pistons. People's eyes started to open up. He got through and beat the Lakers in 91. People said, oh, he's arrived. Nobody was trying to force Jordan upon nobody, like it was a religion, like they doing LeBron. Like, they do this every year. A lot of people they just hit the reset button after a couple months after the finals. Oh, LeBron is phenomenal during the regular season. Oh, he got the best help he ever had in his life. Oh my God. And they get to the finals, what happened? What happened? He loses. Nick Wright, there's no way he can lose to the Golden State Warriors. They messed up getting Durant. What happened? They lost in 5. They really should have got swept. Have you seen Kobe get swept in the finals? Almost by the Pistons. But that was the functional bunch. LeBron was going to get swept if the NBA didn't save him. He wouldn't even have had the 2 rings he got if it wasn't for Ray Allen in the NBA, playing God and suspending Draymond Green. And these are all facts that I'm spitting, you dig? And, but, going player for Kobe, LeBron don't even have a crossover. He just put his head down and go to the rim. And people forget Kobe was in the NBA where, we first got there with 96. That was real competition there. This still was real 7-footers. LeBron gave to the league with 03, 04, I can't remember. You know, that was really the turn of the end of the big man. He lost to the Spurs. People forget about that. Then he had a super team with Miami. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. He shit the bed versus the Mavericks. He choked in that series. He choked. He beat a young Oklahoma City Thunder. We give him credit for that. He beat the Spurs, but that was Ray Allen again. He choked in that series again, but it was Ray Allen. You know, and Draymond Green got suspended, and then Karma came back and they signed Kevin Durant and put it on him. You know, you look at it. You know, you look at you look at it when it's winning time. Does he stand up and be a winner, or does he drive with Iguodala with 5 fouls on him? He drives, you know, to the lane and dishes out to Kyle Korver for the game winner instead of putting the ball in the hole when you right under the basket. I mean, certain things like that, you know, take like in the fourth quarter, like he needs a closer. Kobe's a closer. You know, you talking about who's a better shooter. People say, well, percentage-wise, you know, you could say LeBron's a better scorer. Of course you can. He get every call. He go to the rim. So you can't touch him. You feel me? You can't touch him. Does he have a post game like LeBron, like Kobe? The footwork Kobe got? Absolutely not. Or Jordan got? He don't even have a go-to move. Go-to move is put his head down and get to the rim. And when you stop him from getting to the rim, or you got a big guy that goes straight up, and you got the refs calling a straight game, he's ineffective. You talk about a guy without the ball in his hand. You know, Kobe can play without the ball in his hand, spot up, you know, run off screens. He can do other things. LeBron, people don't talk about that. LeBron is ineffective without the ball in his hand. If the ball's not in LeBron's hand, you know, it ain't gonna work. That's why Kyrie left. If he's the most, he without the ball, LeBron's nothing. And let's keep it real. He's nothing. He's ineffective. He's not doing the little things. He's not running off the screen. He's not posting up, you know, or, you know, he's not doing none of that. He really not gonna spot up consistently. He didn't let Kyrie be the point guard that Kyrie wanted to be, and that Kyrie is in Boston now. Let's keep it real. You know, he ball dominant. He wanna create. He wanna be the offense. Kobe showed that he don't have to be ball dominant. He showed he can give it up to Shaq in crunch time and throw the lob to come back from 20-something down from the Trailblazers. He showed he can dish the ball out. He showed he could be a team player with Shaq all those years. He showed that he could let Lamar Odom run the point forward and still be effective without the ball in his hand. LeBron, without the ball in his hand, he's nothing. And a lot of people just want to force LeBron to be better than what he is. But he is what he is. He's a great player, top 10, possibly top 5 player, depending on how you rank him. But at the end of the day, he's a loser. He's a loser. He'd never have 6 like Mike. He'd never be 6 for 6 with Mike. He'd never get the 5 Kobe got. You feel me? That's not him. He's more in the mode of Magic Johnson. He's more of a ball-dominant point guard. That's what he is. He's a point guard on steroids. When you're talking about putting the ball in the hole, stopping somebody from getting the ball in the hole, which is the two things of basketball and winning the game, Kobe's head and shoulders above him. When you're talking about in winning time, when you need a bucket, who you going to pick to go get you a bucket to close the game? Yeah, LeBron has some, but Kobe had a lot of great ones as well. NBA Finals on the line. You know, you got 1 shot left, 10 seconds left. Who you picking, Kobe or LeBron? Let me know in the